Day four. Very excited to talk to you today about episode 4 VKM. We're on day 4 of 40 days of 4 VKM as we count down to the brand new 4 VKM podcast launching on 2/21/24, the 4-year anniversary, the 153rd anniversary of the corporation, the 44th anniversary of Vince McMahon's corporation. As you can tell, I'm very excited today because we're talking about a pesky green frog. And you could say I changed the color green today to celebrate here. But the release date of this video was actually on St. Paddy's Day, speaking of green, 3/17/2020. And it starts off, if you guys remember during the time, big craze in 2014, it was the Ice Bucket Challenge, right? It was a good cause to help raise money for ALS. It had started actually up in the Massachusetts area, if I'm not mistaken. And it kind of really took over and became this viral thing where everybody was getting involved in. So it even hit Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon got challenged by, I believe, Triple H had challenged him. And so he had to return the favor. And he challenges a couple interesting names as well. So if you're not familiar with it, you would take the ice bucket, pour it over your head, video record it, challenge then a couple other people to do the same thing, and raise some money and donate some money as well to the ALS Foundation. So Vince McMahon, he does his challenge. He gets it all ready. He's in the gym at Titan Towers in the basement there, wherever the heck it is. And he's ready to go. And who does he challenge? He challenges Donald Trump, his good bestie, Maria Menounos, and everybody's favorite frog, Kermit the Frog. Kind of interesting, right? Kermit the Frog. It's like the frog is like the mascot of like the Anons, right? A little Pepe action. But we got Kermit the Frog here being challenged by Vince McMahon, who also challenged Donald Trump. So they go through, he does the Ice Bucket Challenge, and then shortly while after, Donald Trump has to respond, right? And this is about 2014. So think about the timing. 1 year later, Donald Trump's going to be announcing his run for president of the United States. So it's 2014. Donald Trump is at the top of Trump Tower in New York City. He's got Miss Universe behind one shoulder. He's got Miss USA behind the other. He owns them both, he says. And back when it was all about beautiful feminine women back then. It was the glory days of Miss USA and Miss Universe. But, so he's got his Trump water being poured into a nice bucket, right? Nice bottled water he's going to be using here. And he says, these ladies are going to do a number on me. And he goes on to challenge President Barack Obama. He says, I challenge President Barack Obama. And he also challenges Don Jr. He also challenges his son Eric, right? So he challenges Obama and his two of his boys. So he does the Ice Bucket Challenge. His hair gets all wet. We know it's real. We know it's the real deal. And we move on then. So go back to Kermit. Kermit was challenged by Vince, right? Is Kermit going to accept this challenge? Kermit does accept the challenge, right? Now, what else is interesting is Kermit the Frog actually hosted Monday Night Raw with Miss Piggy one time. And it's kind of funny. That was part of a whole celebrity hosting of Monday Night Raw. And you'll see in the next episode kind of how that happened, how that kind of started off, right? It was actually Donald Trump. Donald Trump started this celebrity guest host of Raw when he had purchased Monday Night Raw. And that kind of led to very, very interesting names like Betty White would host Monday Night Raw. William Shatner would host it. We also had, I believe, Buzz Aldrin hosted it one time. So a lot of interesting names on that list. You can take a look at that. Guest host of Monday Night Raw. But Kermit was on there one time. So, again, our little mascot, Green Frog here, on Monday Night Raw. So he accepts the Ice Bucket Challenge, and he says he's coming to you live from the hot, sticky swamp. So he must be in Washington, D.C. then. And he goes on to issue a challenge as well. And he challenges Tina Fey, was one of the people. But the name that really stuck out to me was Ricky Gervais. If you remember Ricky Gervais, he did the whole thing kind of, smacking around the celebrities at the Golden Globes that time, calling them all pedophiles and all this other stuff. So, it's almost like, what do they call it? 3 Degrees of Kevin Bacon or something like that. It's kind of like that, but the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. You connect these dots. You got Vince, you got Trump, you got Kermit, you got Obama, right? Like, the only thing we're missing is like a Kennedy. Oh, wait, there is a Kennedy involved in this. Because for whatever reason, Obama was ducking everybody's challenge. Trump wasn't the only one to challenge President Obama in the Ice Bucket Challenge. Justin Bieber challenged him as well. A couple other folks. But the one that stuck out to me was sweet old Ethel Kennedy, the matriarch of the Kennedy family at this point. She challenges President Obama. And how can you say no to sweet Ethel, right? I mean, that's just, how could you say no, President Obama, right? You're like the cool guy. You're like the cool swag guy. Like, you like to do all the soccer and shoot hoops and, hang out with your Michelle and, the rappers come through the White House. But you're not going to do the Ice Bucket Challenge? Like, aren't you cool? So he doesn't do it. And the whole Kennedys, though, they all did it at Hyannisport, at the Kennedy compound, as Ethel challenges Obama, right? So you see Ethel do it, and then you see all the Kennedy kids all lined up in a row, all doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. So why Obama never did it, maybe we'll never know. But at the very least, it's interesting, to say the least. Now, I did it. I was challenged. I did it. Some video footage here for you right there. I was not afraid to do it. It was a full uniform, full uniform, and we got it done and challenged a couple people, made some donations here. So it was all in good fun. Some people say it was some, sick ritual or whatnot. I don't buy into all that. I think it was really for a good cause at the end of the day, and I think a lot of good came from that Ice Bucket Challenge. Sad that President Obama didn't do it, but he made a donation, so I guess that counts for something there. But going back to Ricky Gervais, we end that video with him absolutely just demolishing the Hollywood, elite right there. You got Tom Hanks sitting right in front of him. He's going after Leo DiCaprio. He's going after all of them there. So, it all kind of come full circle there. We have all the main players in there, and it's really makes you think. When you think about the guest host of Monday Night Raw that Donald Trump established, are they showcasing people? Are they showing you different people? Like, maybe this is a good person, maybe this is a bad person that they want to spotlight. Or are these all white hat players in the game that all serve a bigger purpose in this great awakening process, like Ricky Gervais kind of putting it out there in front of everybody what these people are all about. So I hope you guys enjoy episode 4, Pesky Green Frog. Granted, Vince used pesky green amphibian. Frog sounds better if you ask me. So learn about the prophecy of Kek, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the new 4VKM podcast channel on YouTube. Link will be below here. And don't forget as well to watch this episode 4, Pesky Green Frog on Rumble. The link is below on that as well. And tomorrow is going to be very exciting because we're going to find the long-lost episode of 4VKM, Trump versus McMahon, episode 5. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy that one because a lot of people have not seen this one. It was a Gab exclusive. Gab took it down for what I thought that was like the free speech place, but I guess not. So we're going to find it. We're going to get it out on Rumble so you guys can see it again. And lots and lots of interesting stuff in that one. So enjoy the show, and we'll see you tomorrow.